All right, so it looks like Joe Rogan is trying to show support for Bryan Callen in the whole cow suit fiasco, and he's probably also trying to help Bryan get out of trouble with his mom, because just a couple weeks ago, if you remember, Bryan's mom called him crying because she saw a video I made talking about how Steven Crowder has been humiliating him, and he posted a video to Twitter of Bryan getting spanked in a cow suit. And understandably, his mom was very concerned. And I think she wanted him to leave the show, which there are rumors might have happened. But also, I think she was just concerned about why Bryan would ever want to be in a cow suit. And he didn't really have the best response to that question. I think he told his mom he's trying to push the envelope. So I don't think that calmed her down at all. And that's why in my video, I was saying I think Bryan should be more honest with her. And I think she should be open to the fact that Bryan, he might identify as some kind of cow person. You know, he was very clear that he wanted to be in that suit. He chose to do that bit. He wanted to get whipped by that guy. It was all his decision. And he seemed like he was really into it.
Shit. No! Give me that milk. Oh, give me that milk. Won't you cut?
So I think if this is something he's into and this is what he wants to do with his life, I think his mom should be more supportive of it. And it looks like I'm not the only one that thinks this. Bryan's lucky he's got some good friends that are stepping in and helping out and showing solidarity. Joe Rogan, for his 2000th episode, you know, this is a big event. A lot of people are speculating, who's he going to have on? What's going to happen? This is going to be huge. He decided to come out and announce that he's a furry.
Hi, Meow Meow.
Hi, Ruff Ruff.
I'm so excited to be here with you today.
Yeah.
This is our first podcast coming out as our true selves.
Eats me alive to not tell how we met at a furry con.
Well, we didn't know that we met there. Remember?
Well, yeah, I didn't know who you were for a long time.
Yeah, we didn't know. I'm like, oh my God, you're Meow Meow?
Furries
Respect
now.
for the furry community. Look,
Holy,
I got the
it's
feet
like-
on and everything.
Right.
And it turns you into your image, the visual that people get of you is this adorable, cute mascot.
Right.
Everybody loves a mascot. The mascot is literally there to pump everybody up and yay, and they don't talk and everybody loves them.
Yeah.
And
right.
the people at Disneyland, same thing.
But then you do it and you get to be not just innocuous, not just like someone that doesn't get, like someone that gets picked on, not that, but instead attractive. You're this adorable thing. You're adorable. Like, hey, and they come up to you with a different energy.
Dude, I've seen some really hot furry porn. Like, I've seen some incredible furry porn.
What's the worst furry point?
Yeah, so I'm sure Bryan's really jealous of them, and he's probably pissed he wasn't invited to this podcast, but Joe probably told him, like, dude, if you're going to come on here as a furry and announce that, you got to sort things out with your mom first. I don't want to be responsible for that. And you know, right after Bryan saw this podcast, he called his mom and is like, see, Mom, it's not that weird. All my friends are doing it. It's normal. But his mom's probably even more freaked out and is like, you're never seeing those friends again. You're done with Crowder. You're done with Rogan. This has gone too far. We got to get you under control. But I'll give it to Rogan. He tried his best to convince Mrs. Callen that it's not so bad if her son likes to dress up as a cow and get spanked once in a while. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
And it turns you into your image, the visual that people get of you is this mascot.
Right.
Everybody loves a mascot. The mascot is literally there to pump everybody up and yay.
Yeah, so this is what Joe Rogan and his friends are up to now. A big milestone is 2000th podcast, and he spends it trying to explain to Bryan Callen's mom why he enjoys dressing up as a cow and getting spanked. That's what's going on here. And Joe used to goof on the whole furry thing. Remember, he was saying a school installed a litter box or something, even though that story was made up, but he's not too far away from that. That's coming. Mark my words. Sooner or later, we're going to hear about Ari Shaffir peeing in a litter box in Joe's podcast studio. I mean, he already pees in the hallway. I'd say a litter box is a step up from that. But Joe just needs to work on training him a little bit. But he'll get there, and we'll hear about it one day. So let me know what you guys think about all this down in the comments. And then make sure you go check out my Patreon account. I have a bunch of videos up there, probably over 30 at this point. I post every week, and there's plenty of stuff to watch, and there's a lot of good content. I'll put a link in the description. Go check that out, and then hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you at the next video.